Salvete omnes, this is Emilia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and we are actually not quite done with Mickey's Magical Quest 3 just yet. I almost forgot to show off the other playable character. We can skip all this because we've already seen it, so yeah, let's see how Donald Duck plays. And the answer is mostly the same as Mickey, with a couple important differences. Since we already saw everything, we can just kind of hurry through the stage. So, we are now Donald. As far as I know, his basic movement and physics and all that are the same as Mickey's. The main difference, or I guess the two main differences, come with a couple of the power-ups. So I'll go ahead and get to those. Like I said, whoop. Oh, and I guess he gets mad when you run into things with him. I mean, he is Donald Duck. So... go through here. And since the 1-ups can be shaped like Mickey or Donald, it doesn't really matter which character you're using, they'll still end up looking the same. Yeah, look at how much quicker that goes when we don't get all the bonuses and stuff. This game's physics are still weird, though. And the hitbox on that button is kind of weird, too. Get to the end of this. And well, might as well get that, I guess. Oh, well, that was brilliant. Oh, and he gets a different colored balloon, too. Well, there's a 1-up to replace the life we just lost, like an idiot. And we'll just go under these guys, and it's time for the turkey. One dumb bird versus another. And it seems to be a little more aggressive than last time. I don't know why, but yeah, it goes down easily enough. I mean, it is the first mid-boss. How amazing, you just beat that big turkey single-handed. Run around to your favor. Take this armor made and use it to defeat the evil King Pete, blah blah blah, British spelling, blah blah blah. Shucks, we don't have any armor here that'll fit your great big behind. Wow. But I was able to fix up something that should fit you just right. Thanks, I'm a regular knight in shining armor. He looks impressed, yes. We now have the knight costume. The knight costume. Yes, Donald Duck's equivalent of the knight costume is a barrel and a hammer. And a pot and a flag. I actually find that this tends to be easier to use than Mickey's version, surprisingly. The hammer has a bigger hitbox. You can duck to get into the barrel. Let's see. You can duck and move around to roll. Did he just have his... Okay, then. So, yeah. Guess I might as well finish stage 1 as Donald. Oh, and another thing that's worth noting is Donald actually floats in the water, unlike Mickey, who of course sinks like a rock when he's dressed up as a knight. Respawning enemies. Okay, so why can I get up there, but not on the other place? Not in the other place. Looked like they were the same height. Well, I still missed the one up. Okay, there, I guess I could. And then I'll smash it with a hammer. So yeah, for that reason, this part is certainly much easier to do as Donald. But, I mean, it's not like the stage is hard or anything anyway. Hammer the crow. Yeah, look at how much more area that covers compared to Mickey's version of the attack. I gotta say that I think Donald does get the better knight costume overall. Though, one thing that's worth noting about the difference between them... Well, actually, we'll get to that later. Now's not really the most optimal time to show it off. So anyway, boss time. Seems like Donald Duck also has less delay with his attacks. It's the pig. And we hammer it. And it gets in our way. Okay, that seems like it should have... Wait. And apparently Donald Duck gets naked when he dies. Got the boss and the enemy that time. Yeah, I still don't know what's up with the boss design in this game. I swear I don't remember having that problem with the first two. But, as usual, or as before, the second phase of this boss is a lot easier. Just keep hammering. I don't know if Donald actually has an easier time with the second phase than Mickey does, but either way, it's still pretty easy. So anyway, stage 1 clear. So now we've seen a little bit of what Donald can do. Now, as it turned out, I actually didn't miss that much stuff my first time through. But we will show off what I did miss anyway. So, I'll be back shortly. Alright, so now we're in the first room of stage 2, and Donald also gets the climbing outfit, and his is exactly the same as Mickey's. Aside from the color anyway, and the fact that his butt shakes a lot more when he switches sides. So we want to climb down this tree here, because there's a bonus room over here. Alright, there we go. And it's another mini game. I hope we can get mini this time, but I doubt it. I did say it was a mini game, but still. So, we got Goofy. And Pete, of course. And then we get dropped off right next to it. So I suppose this would be an easy one to farm if you wanted. But yeah, I missed that one the first time around. So, here it is. Oh, you actually can get Daisy. I was gonna say that I didn't think you could get Daisy in this game either, but hey, we got her. So maybe Minnie and Daisy both give you hearts? Oh, it isn't actually a heart upgrade, okay. Well now I wonder if Minnie's version actually does give you an extra heart. But yeah, so there's a bonus room I missed in stage 2. I'm not gonna say I just found it on VG Maps, but I totally did just find it on VG Maps. Anyway, moving on. Alright, we're back in stage 3, and Donald's version of the magic suit is a little different. It gives him a lamp that he can rub, and when he does, it spawns this giant hand made out of smoke. It's the magic finger! Well, despite it being the magic finger, and despite us being a duck now, the finger doesn't turn anyone into ducks, or even give them the wings of ducks. But it mostly works the same way as Mickey's does. The hitbox seems a little bit different. I would say it's actually harder to hit things with Donald's version of the magic suit. Not only does it seem like the hand shoots farther up than Mickey's little doves do, the timing's also different. A lot less instantaneous than Mickey's is. So, I suppose it does what it does. I forgot what all we got in this stage, so we'll go ahead and go up to the left and over here. At least we can duck while using it. Yeah, Donald has to rub the lamp a little to get the finger to pop out. So, easy way to accidentally get yourself into trouble. Also, speaking of trouble, I still have no idea how you're actually supposed to get up there. I've tried a number of things. I don't know. I'm lost. I tried jumping off this, I tried jumping off that platform, so we're just gonna cheese it by dying. And using the balloon to get up there. And guess what? After all that trouble, there isn't even anything up here. Just a bunch of yellow blocks. That's just sad. But I suppose it does make it easy to skip. I'll just hammer them. Let's see, what else can we do in this stage? Yeah, honestly, I think the hammer's better at taking out the scorpions than the magic suit is. Of course, we still need the magic for the flower things. See, that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. You kind of have to charge the thing so that you can actually aim properly. I think I already mentioned it, but holding B is what makes you jump higher on these. And this again. Anyway. Yeah, see what I mean? That completely missed. Yeah, I think Mickey overall gets... Well, okay. Like I said, I think Donald's night suit is better, but Mickey definitely has the better magic suit. Well, I guess we kind of have to keep magic for this area. I forgot what we got in this room, too. But... we'll just go ahead and, I guess, redo it. Stage 3, now with magic suit with weird hitboxes. Assuming I don't run out of lives before getting through this, anyway. Actually, let's see. And of course the bee respawned. I actually don't remember if we took this lower path or not, so we'll go ahead and do that. And I think I just broke some of our platforms. Fortunately, they're pretty superfluous, and wow, slow down. Yeah, I think we've already been down here, but just to be safe, we'll go ahead and go in here. And it's another one of these. Can we get Minnie this time? Apparently not. So I guess that's really all I have to show in stage 3. Moving on. So, let's see what happens if we get a game over, shall we? We get this screen, we get some somber music, and we can choose continue or end by walking left or right. If we pick continue, the fairy shows up, and if we press start, Then we can restart the game from the beginning of the stage where we died, or got the game over rather. If we pick end, then we get Pete. And if we press start, Mickey basically acts as if he got hit. We get the bonus fail music, and then we get a password. Goofy, Minnie, Donald, Pete. And then if we hit a button from there, we get kicked back to the startup screen. Skip all this. Go back to the title screen. Goofy, Minnie, Donald, Pete. So here we can input our password. There's Goofy, Minnie, Donald, and Pete. We can scroll through 7 different characters with Y and B. And if we press start, game starting. That's actually kind of a neat effect with the cards combining and expanding like that. We actually do still get to pick our player though. I didn't save that information. So we'll be Donald this time. And again, we're starting at the beginning of stage 2, but this time from the world map. So yeah, we've seen this cutscene and all. Well, with Mickey anyway. I will go ahead and post a list of all the passwords for the stages. With that, I think that's about all I have to show. I considered showing off the different difficulty modes, but there's really not actually that much to show about them. I can pretty much explain them. On easy mode, you start off with 5 hearts instead of 3, and bosses take fewer hits to defeat. Normal mode is normal mode. I already played through the game on that. You start with 3 hearts. And hard mode gives you only 2 starting hearts, and bosses take more hits. For instance, the turkey mid-boss in stage 1 took 3 hits to defeat on easy, 5 on normal, and 7 on hard. I think there might also be places where the game adds or removes some of those gray block platforms for an easier or harder time getting across gaps, but I'm not sure. I think that did apply to the first game, but I don't know if they did it with the second or third. And if they did, I don't really know of any good places to check. I also probably won't get a chance to show off the 2-player mode. I would have liked to, but I don't really have anyone to play it with. So I think we are actually done with the game for real this time. So that's about it. I'll see you next time.